Okay, look folks, how you doing? Alright? Mark here again. Terminator jacket on as usual. We're going to ride another bike today. It's a Zrx1100. So we'll look round and then we'll go for a spin. Doesn't look bad on the face of things. Couple little niggles. Odd indicator. Right, I'm going to go for a little spin. So what we got, Zrx1100 C2. So last of the ZRs, I think 1100s before the 1200 came in. I think it was. Only done 5,000 odd miles. Look at that. Virtually nothing. One owner from new. We sold it originally. It had stood a number of years on a hard standing, covered up. It's surprisingly good, to be fair. Paintwork and everything, not bad at all. I don't know if you can hear the exhaust is a little bit, yeah, a bit. It's just going at the collector, which was a common problem on these models. The later 12s, maybe some of the 11s, I can't remember, it had stainless headers. Put the lights on, not automatic on this year. So I expect it to get noisier by the time I get back. Brakes are dragging a bit, so they're going to need a fair bit of work. In fact, I haven't got a rear brake at all. Never mind, okay, I'll worry about that later. So, stood for a long time, consequently carburetors were in poor shape, all gunged up. Whoop, there we go, let's just sneak around here. Well, no go out when there's a school run, that's never a good look, or a good move. Yeah, carburetors all bunged up, so we've given them an extensive clean, re-kit. Fuel tank, unfortunately, fuel was very low, gone very rusty. So here we go. We've lined it, POR15, which is our favourite liner. So a series of stages of cleaning, a metal preparation stage, which is quite aggressive, and then a instant covering. Brakes aren't too bad, just being a bit cautious because we've freed them off. Had to take a couple of dust seals out. They need re-kitting, there's no two ways about it. But we don't want to go too mad with this because there's quite a lot to do. So we thought we'd leave it to someone else. So you got the opportunity to buy something. But our thinking was, let's get a nice working motorcycle. Engine is fantastic, you know, the mileage is super low, one owner, carburetion's working well, fuel tank's good, but it does need brakes, obviously, need overhauling, front and rear. The fork seals are both gone. It's been stood a long time, but the legs themselves are quite pitted. I would change them, to be fair, without, you know, hesitation. And then there's lots of paintwork. I mean, the handlebars have gone a bit grotty. Everything needs either repainting, apart from maybe the bodywork, which is not bad at all. And you would of course need an exhaust, because that one is cracked already and starting to go. Good news there is Delcovic do one, I think, Black Widow do one as well, so that's superb. You can even get just set of downpipes, I think, to marry up to your existing silencer, which is all stock at the moment. Brake wise, there are companies you can send off to that will re-kit and repaint your calipers. School kid, thought he went stone for a minute. Nothing more deadly. So we're just having a gentle bimble because the tyres are sort of rock hard, change tyres are bone, brakes are dragging. Got no rear one to speak of at all. So it's just a little gentle ride round just to let you know it does work, you know. So I'm not going to bother braking. I should just slow down on its own. There we go, that's not even a touch. So there's quite a bit of drag. I will stop just to check the discs aren't getting too hot. We don't want to warp nothing. But it does wheel, so it's not that bad. A light drag, as they say. What else are you going to need to do? So I just generally go through it front to back, but it's a really good project. You could make like a real fancy Street Fighter, or just restore it back to original. I mean, I've seen these advertised. I've seen one over 30,000 miles advertised for over £4,000. I don't know if that's the sort of price to sell at. I think it's probably, you know, retails probably around about 3.5 to 4, especially one owner low mileage. Fuel gauge is working. Just noticed that. And we've had it up to temperature with the fan on. So yeah, all in all, you've got good systems. It's just a question of a little bit of light restoration. Chuck a few bob at it, you know, you got yourself a damn good motorcycle that will probably appreciate in value. Obviously, you know, besides all the money and things like that, they are a very nice bike to ride. Very tractable. Handling's good, you know. Similar to like a 1200 Bandit a little bit, but obviously a bit more poke. People do loads of things with Bandits. These have got quite a lot of potential as well. So I think all in all a cracking project. But for us to get involved, well, we need to invest a lot of time and money, and then we're going to be asking top dollar. So we got a fair bid on at the moment, so we thought let's put it on eBay, project, see how it goes. Okie dokie, make sure no one's trying to get around you, because it's always the way nowadays. People are hopping past people at junctions at an alarming rate. So in the UK today it is about 5 degrees, feels like 2 degrees really, but it's not too bad. Semi-dry roads, quite pleasant. I think we'll stop opposite the cemetery and have a quick look at the discs. Here for a minute. Probably not the best place to stop, is it not? No. That's better. Nah, they're alright. Modest warmth, as they say. Bit surprised it's got no back one at all, but hey, there you go. There's a slight oversight there. Right. Here we go. dragging brakes and semi-wet conditions are this sort of nasty, pasty, slippery stuff, especially if they've been salting, because this is a bus route. You've got to be a bit careful. You don't want to be losing the front end at all. So we are just having a bimble today. But it feels straight and nice. They benefit the eccentric adjusters on the swing arms. This was a brilliant design once you got them set right. Fantastic. Easy chain adjustment. So I think as projects go, you could do very little to it really, Do the brakes, do the forks, give it a clean up, chuck an exhaust at it, boom, away you go. Shake it down, put 5,000 miles on it, see what you got. You've got to go mad. A lot of cleaning would be, you could do things in stages, just a little bit at a time. Clean the wheels, maybe paint the wheels, because they didn't have much paint on them when they come out of the factory. So you haven't got to do it all at once, but you can do. But you could get yourself quite a good usable vehicle for the summer, and then maybe restore it next winter. One way of approaching it, just depends on how much time you got. So obviously we're not going to be able to see it because it'll foul. That's going to make someone a lovely project. So keep an eye out on eBay. Should be on shortly. Oops, Daisy. Yeah, this car brakes are really nice and clean. Lovely. Alright, there she goes. Like an amateur trying to find neutral. Right, there we go folks, see you later. Thanks very much. Cheers.